Sure. All right. Next up, Saints at Bears. Bears minus 4.5. What? Game total 47.5. Good God. Um, betting splits. Early betting splits on this guy. 59% of the 55% of the bets on the spread coming on the Saints. 56% of the bets on the total come to the under. It's good bets, and 89% of the bets on my line coming on the Bears. Okay. I'm not going to lie to you. Again, this is another one that I really flip flopped on. I really wanted to take the Saints plus the 4.5, but I couldn't get there. You're a Packers fan. Tell me how I can get there.
What do you mean I'm a Packers fan?
You're Packers fan number one.
No, I'm not. So it's worth noting Alvin Kamara did not practice this week, so he may be banged up coming into this. Another stat that I saw earlier today was apparently the Bears haven't beat the Saints since 2008.
They haven't played that many times though.
No, they haven't.
And the Saints, they had Drew Brees for a couple of those seasons, did they not?
That's true, but they don't have Drew Brees anymore.
No, they don't.
So while the Saints have been scrappy, they have lost a number of games by double digits. So picking the Saints to cover isn't crazy considering the Bears have won their past 2 games by a single point. So I can understand that logic, but I like the Bears at home. They are a bit improved. Caleb Williams, does appear to be a bit better with this new wide receiver core. And I can't, especially with Alvin Kamara injured, I can't back a Spencer Rattler Saints in this spot. So give me the Bears minus 4.5.
Okay. I got a cosign. I'll lay the 4.5 with the Bears. I think they win by a touchdown. It's Spencer Rattler on the road that's really the handicap, is that you can't trust him on the road. I do kind of, I like the Bears offense matching up with the Saints defense. The Saints defense continues to be really chippy, but the offensive line has actually looked better for the Bears recently.
They did this week for sure.
Yeah, for sure they look better this week. So I think they've had some, that offensive line is kind of gelled. They figured some things out there. Yeah, and the Bears, they've won 3 in a row. The crowd won't be booing at least until halftime. So I'll lay the 4.5. I think the Bears keep stacking wins here. Ben Johnson, man.
Yeah. Well, in typical Bears fashion, I could see them giving this game away too.
So good.
I mean, it's very much a trap spot for the Bears.
I don't know that. Well, they don't. Okay, so they got a bad Ravens team off a bye week coming up. They're not going to be looking ahead to that game, and they're on a short week anyway. So
yeah.
I mean, I guess there's been a bit of distraction this week with Caleb Williams and Troy and the Troy Aikman controversy. That I guess he was saying some nasty things about him. Okay, who cares?
He wasn't saying nasty things about him. He wasn't talking him up the way you think he would. But
he's a UCLA guy. Of course, you can't.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I don't think anything Troy Aikman said was out of line.
You're probably right. So. Either way, there was some controversy this week, and it sounded like it's been a bit, Caleb had to answer questions about a couple of days in a row. So, yeah. All right, let's slide along